Today we are going to master the Revit 2026 user interface. I am Musa Ilham. In our last lesson, we mastered the home screen and file menu. Now it's time to step inside the actual workspace where the real modeling happens. In this lesson, Beginner 2, we will navigate the quick access toolbar, the ribbon, and properties palette. We will also cover the project browser, the option bar, the status bar, and the drawing area. By the end, you will handle every part of this interface with total confidence. Let's get started. I'm going to start the very top of the screen. As you can see here, we have quick access toolbar. This area is called quick access toolbar. Here we have some essential tools that we can use in our project. Here we have open, save, undo, redo, print, PDF, quick dimension, align dimension, text, 3D view, cross section, line type, switch window, and wall. As we click on this arrow, you can see a list of default tools that you can use in quick access toolbar, and also you can move your quick access toolbar to below the ribbon. As you active this command, show below the ribbon, it show below the ribbon, and if you don't want to show it below the ribbon, you can move it above the ribbon by clicking show above the ribbon. And also you can add tools in your quick access toolbar. Right click, add quick access toolbar. I want to add this tools to quick access toolbar, and do quick access toolbar. As you notice here, it show now double arrow. It means it has limit area above the ribbon, and it doesn't show all tools you added in quick access toolbar now. When you click this double arrow, you will see those tools that you added in quick access toolbar. And also you can customize your quick access toolbar. When you click on this arrow, all the way down, you will see custom quick access toolbar. Here you can edit or customize your quick access toolbar. You can customize. You can delete the tools that you added. Select the tools, delete. Select the tools, delete. Or you want to add a separator between tools that you want to separate the tools. You can add separator. Now is below this tools, you can move it in between these tools. Click up, bring up, again up, it bring up, or down, it bring downs. If you want to show below the ribbon, you just take this command. Okay, show below the ribbon. When it is below the ribbon, you can add many tools all the way here. For example, I want to add this tools, this tools, this tools, and this tools. As you see here, we can see the tools now. All right, this is for quick access toolbar. Here we have title bar. This shows the name of your current project and the version of Revit you are using. For example, I am using Revit 2026. It shows Revit 2026 Project 1. Here we have Info Center, as I explained it in my previous video, Revit home screen. Here you will find your Autodesk account, notification, access to help, resource, etc. When you click on this arrow, it shows search box that you can search for information or help, whatever you want. This is account that you can check or create an account. Here we have Autodesk App Store that you can buy app from Autodesk company. Here we have help. If you need help, you can use all the source for your help that you can use for your project from Autodesk company. Here we have ribbon. The ribbon is the main control center of Revit. It's organized like tabs. Like here we have architecture, style, precast, structure, system, and many more. Each tab contains panel, and each panels contain related tools. As long as you can see here, we have architecture tab and build panel. Here we have circulation panel, model panel, room and area panel, opening panel, datum and work plan panel. And sometimes it doesn't show in Revit 2026. If you want to deactivate, right click this area, show panel title, it deactivate. If you want to activate, again you right click here, click show panel, it will activate again, and you can see it on the ribbon. And also you can customize your ribbon tab For example, I wanna move architecture next to style. Hold the control key in your keyboard and drag it. And also I wanna move structure next to architecture. Hold your control key and drag it. And also if sometimes you don't wanna see tabs, for example, still tabs here, you don't wanna see still tabs, you go to File, Option, User Interface. Here you deactivate and OK, it doesn't show here. If you want to activate again, you go to File, Option, User Interface, and Style tab and Tools, activate, and OK. You can also drag panels to rearrange them inside a tab. For example, I want to drag build panels right here. And also I want to drag circulation panel beside build panel. And if you want to move back them in ribbon, you move your cursor smoothly beside each panels. Here we have return to ribbon. When we click it, it goes back to ribbon. And also you can reposition your panels. For example, I want to change the build panel position next to the room and area panel and drop it. And if you want to move back, there is no option to automatically move back, and you have to manually do it and drag it back to the original position. All right, this is for panels. You can customize your panel. Below the ribbon is called option bar. This area called option bar, but it doesn't show yet. When you select a tools, it will show here. For example, I wanna select wall tools. Now you can see the option bar here. This bar displays setting for tools you are currently using. If you are drawing a wall, the option bar let you choose the height, location line, and other setting. Next section we have properties palette and project browser. You can see here we have properties palette and project browser. This is starting with the properties palette. This is properties palette. The palette shows the properties of whatever is selected. For example, I want to select a wall tools and draw a wall. When you select the wall, you can see the properties of this wall and properties palette. If there is nothing selected, it shows the properties of active view. And properties has three shortcut key. First shortcut is PP. When we press PP, it goes, and when we press double key, it brings back. And another shortcut is VP. When we press VP, it goes, and when we press V, it come back. And another shortcut is Control 1 that you can active or deactive properties palette. As long as you can see, the properties palette has four main functional section. Here we have type selector. This is where you switch between different family types. For example, changing a generic wall to a brick wall or whatever you would like to change. For example, I want to change this wall to this type of wall. Next, we have category filter. It shows the category of the selected elements. Just quickly draw a wall. A tour. And at window. When you are using tool in Revit, you want to exit. Remember the escape rule. If you press escape one time, you do not completely exit the tool. Revit keep the tool active so you can start a new segment. However, if you press escape two times on your keyboard, you will completely exit the command and return back to selection cursor. And when you're using Revit, you will always use double escape. Now I select all elements of my plan, and now you see the category filter. Here we have 10 elements. You can see each element with total. Here, for example, door element is 3, wall is 4, and windows are 3. And now when I want to change all my window to another type of window, click this one, and from here we can change to another window. Or if you want to change the wall to another type of wall, you select this one, and from here you can change to another type of wall. For example, I want to change to this wall, and now it's changed. Next section we have edit type here. Edit type. When you click it, it opens the type properties dialog where you can add or remove material element in the project. Next section is call instance parameters. As you can see, the long list of fields like base offset, level, or component that apply only to a specific element that you have selected. As you can see, I selected wall here, and you see the properties of this wall. All right, this is for properties palette, and no worries at all. We will work on those things in next lessons. When we work a real project, you will know all of those things. Let's move on to project browser. This is your project navigation tree. It contains all your views. Your navigation map, it organizes all floor plans, 3D view, elevation, and use search box at the top. Here we have search box. This is a key feature in Revit 2026 to find a specific levels, find a specific things you for the project, and you have many things and you couldn't find, and you just come to here and search it. Next we have views. As you can see here, we have floor plan, 3D view, and elevations, legend, and here visual, heat, families, group, and links. So it is a basic introduction for project browser. Sometimes it might happen you accidentally close or minimize your properties palette and project browser. For example, I want to close now. Net gone. And if you want to active, you go to view tab and user interface. Here we have project browser and properties. Check the box project browser and also check the properties box you'll see again. And also you can adjust or move the properties palette and project browser. I usually use this site. If you want to move this to another site, you can just drag the name of properties or project browser. For example, I drag by my mouse from here and move to another site. You smoothly move your cursor, and when you see the blue highlight drop, or you want to use properties palette the other side and project browser the other side of your screen, and you just double click and then drag it move to other side. When you come to close this side, smoothly move your cursor until you see the blue highlight and then drop it. And also you can move it to top of your view window or bottom view window. When you smoothly move it, you'll see this highlight area and drop it. And when you want to move again, you double click on its name. You can move it the top of view window here like this. I usually use them right side of my screen. And also you can use like this, bottom and top. I personally use like that. Alright, this is for project browser and properties palette. Next we have view window. This area is called view window. This is where your project appear. You can open multiple views at once and each one appear like a tab that you can see at the top of your view window. For example, I open several tabs. Now I am level 1 and I wanna open 3D view. In elevation, I open north and south. Now you can see multiple tabs here. When you wanna close all inactive view, you go to view tab and close inactive commands and it closes all your inactive views. View control bar. This section below of view window is called the view control bar. It allows you to roll the log of your specific view. From here, you can change the scale, the detail, and visual style. You can also turn on photos, hide objects, blurry hide, or find lost object using the reveal hidden elements. It is your primary tools for making your drawings professional. You can see here we have a scale that you give a scale your project or show like shade. And medium show a little bit more detail about your project. One is similar to medium, show a little bit more detail than medium, but here we couldn't realize much more. Here we have visual style. You can see here is graphic display, wireframe, hidden line, shade, consistent color, texture, and realistic. Here we have sunpath, perspective 3D view, and 3D view we will know better about sunpath. When we click on it, here we can see two options. Use the specific project location, date and time, and continue with current setting. I continue with current setting. Now you can see sunpath. When you want to turn off the sunpath, you come to click on the sunpath off and it doesn't show again. From here, we can on and off the shadow. When you click on it, turn on. When you click back, it will turn off the shadow. Here we have render, curve. Here is much detail that we will talk more about. And also at the very bottom, we have status bar. This gives you a helpful message based on tools you're using. It guides you step by step. All right, this is for Revit user interface. Thank you for joining me in this lesson. If you found this lesson helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the upcoming modeling lessons, especially as we move into the modeling stage of the course. You can also download today's lesson project file from the description below. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.